So today I'm going to be talking about creativity and taking action. This is the thing that most people struggle with. There's all of these ideas, there's all of these wants and desires and dreams. Like so many people can have dreams, but often, do you know what the painful thing is about dreams? It's painful when you are not taking action on them. Anyone can have a dream and say, hey, this would be nice. But when you increase your awareness enough to have that dream and then do nothing about it, that creates so much challenges. Here's the thing, like people who don't think of that stuff, they're happy, they're peaceful, they're okay with their lives. But when you have these ideas and these things you want and you're not doing anything about it, that's when it causes the pain. So what has been a game changer for me? I use the word creativity at the beginning because really that's what it is. It's this creative force that we all have within us. And if I was to go into the yogic philosophy, which is very important to me, we have this creative energy inside us. Like we have enough creativity to make other humans, right? Think about that for a moment. We have that power in us, that force. So we have the power to create anything, really. Look at this imagination we have. It's amazing. The imagination that can cause you nightmares, cause some fun dreams, imagination that can be excited about things in the future, imagination that can make plans. But then sometimes the imagination that, yeah, like I said, makes nightmares. Anxiety can get created from it, right? Imagining something's going to go bad. This is what happens a lot for a lot of people. So this imagination, this creativity is a gift and a curse. But I'm here to talk about the gift part. Let's forget about the curse. You can check out some of my other videos. You want to talk about that? But we have this force inside us. Look at children. They are so creative, so much so that they can make their own imaginary friend. And they can draw anything they want. And they say, yeah, this is what this is. And you might laugh and say, yeah, it doesn't look anything like that. In your head, of course. You probably wouldn't say that to them. But they have so much imagination that they'll just get the colors and start going nuts. And if you ever walk with a young person, they walk very slowly. And they're looking at everything and they're amazed by everything. It's just incredible. But then as we go older, it's like, okay, this same old stuff, these same old patterns. The neurons in our brains have formed those connections. When you're younger, there's less connections being formed in your brain. So things that are new are exciting and you're learning quicker at that age. But I'm not here to tell you that this is limited to children because yes, I just said it's easier to learn at that age. But we still, as adults, have that creative power. And the way to do it is to go into play mode, playful mode. That's something all adults get. We all love to go into that playful mode, whether that is socializing with friends, having a laugh, whether that's watching a movie, whether that's doing something else, like making jokes about someone, whether that's just, yeah, whatever, right? Everyone goes into that mode at some point. Adventures, exploring. But with these things in life that we think are serious, that playful mode's gone. It's like, oh, career. Okay, this is serious. And, you know, I feel pressure. Or it's these things about relationship. This is serious. It's because we're putting so much pressure on it. We're putting everything on a pedestal. I'm not saying these things aren't important, but if you put it on a pedestal and you forget that you can actually see this in a creative and playful way to succeed even more than the serious hat would give you. That's what's helped me the most and people I'm working with. We're working through some serious things. Like they are big things. People that are having troubles with their mind, anxiety, people that want to create a business, people that have challenges with money, confidence, all these things. Yeah, they're serious. But if you approach it in a playful and creative way, you get the results, plus you are more likely to do the work and enjoy it a little bit. That's what's helped me anyway. Creative energy we have. It's within us. This isn't something some people have just because they can play an instrument. No, it's not like that. That's what it might seem like that creativity is not. Everyone has this. Some people might be more thinkers, and that's what they're used to. That's what they're used to doing. They're accustomed to that, but that doesn't mean that they don't have the creative force. It just means they're more used to that. And yes, people have different upbringings, different skills, different potential. But I think everyone can get creative. So when I'm talking about actions, I'm talking about doing things in a playful way, trying things out, experimenting. If you say to someone, hey, how about we experiment? Or how about we play a game with this? Every time I've said that to someone or someone said that to me, I'm like, yeah, sure. You ask a bunch of adults in a room, you say, they're all sitting there on their phones or whatever. And you're like, who wants to play a game? Their faces will be curious at least. Like, yeah, what game? People love games. We're in for that. So if you can treat your life in a fun, creative, playful way and take actions in that way, then you'll see change. Because then the pressure's off. You're just experimenting, and then you see what happens. Okay, I'm going to try and do this to see what happens. It's an experiment. The challenge comes when you put so much expectation on things. That's where all of the challenges come as adults, because we've learned through our past. So the brain takes over, and not even the brain, let's just call it thinking. Thinking takes over, fears and trying to work things out, trying to figure out, will this work? Let me analyze this. Let me analyze this using things I know from the past. That's a block in itself. Things from the past, intellect. Intellect only knows what it knows. If you're going to do something new, scary and different and exciting, it can't function with that. It doesn't know that. So it will create a risk. This intellect, this analysis will create a risk. That's why it doesn't feel nice, right? Makes sense, doesn't it? It doesn't feel nice because you're not used to it. So the thinking mind will kind of go into this mode of, okay, this is not safe. I don't know what to do with this. And it will just keep on thinking. So when you take action and just do stuff, regardless of how you feel or think, those are just signals. The thinking is just analysis, like I said. The feelings are just signals. If you were driving in your car and the fuel light went on and said low petrol, would you just halt and press the brakes? Probably not, no. It's just a signal. Hey, you should fill up. The feelings are giving you a signal that, hey, yeah, this is uncomfortable because you're not used to it. That's all it's doing. It's just telling you that. But where the challenges come is when we analyze things. The thoughts come, the feelings come, and then we make meaning out of it. There's no need to make meaning out of these thoughts and feelings. That's just your brain doing its thing. That's just natural. That's fine. You have to continue and take actions. And like I said earlier, the best way to get through that block of mind and fear is to play. Creative. Be creative. So creativity has helped me massively, because now I'm not trying to think about what would be the best plan. I'm just doing stuff that I know I can do right now, that feels good right now. Or maybe not even feels good. let's just say I'm doing right now. And then what happens is once I'm in the process, then it starts feeling good because I've already taken action. Here's something to try. If you're feeling like you're a procrastinator, and I don't like that word because it doesn't make sense. It's not even real. If you think that you're challenged by starting a task, just set the timer, get your phone, 3-minute timer, and say, I will only do this for 3 minutes. And that will give you that boost to do that. So 3 minutes passes, and then maybe you're feeling like, okay, I can continue now. That's up to you, or you can stop. You've only committed to 3 minutes. That's not much, is it? You can have a go make a tea in more than 3 minutes, actually. You go to the bathroom for more than 3 minutes. So that's my invitation to you. And then see what happens. And don't think about expectations. Don't think about what you want from this. Just go and do the thing. Just act. Yes, of course, we have visions and desires. That's what I'm helping people do, to get to their visions and desires. But it all has to be in the now, all the time. Because every now, every hour, every day is just a miniature year. They add up. So it has to be now. You know your which direction you're going. Like you're in a ship and I'm going this way. I'm going north. I'm going that way. But then the rest is just, you're there. You're on the ship. You're looking out the window. You're seeing what's happening along the way. Maybe you decide to go and take a detour. Maybe you change your destination, but you just know which direction you're going in. That's all. So creativity flows when you're in the now and when you're playing. And that's been a huge lesson for me. So the key, the summary is, the mind will do stuff. The feelings and emotions will come up, but you don't have to listen to them. Take them as signals and then play, be creative, do something now, a small step, and make it fun. It doesn't have to be a chore all the time. Like we make everything into homework or serious tasks, because that's what we've been used to growing up, not enjoying the tasks we do. Make this simple for yourself. The smallest little, this size step. Can you see how small that is? Yeah, that's small. And then see what happens. And with consistency and constant actions and using that creative flow that we have, like I said, in yogic philosophy, this is key, this creative force, which allows us to make anything. Imagination, thoughts, it allows everything to happen. This is what we want to spark, that fire inside, that excitement. Once you do that more often, yeah, things will change and you'll see amazing things happening in your life. So I'm going to leave it as that, and let me know what you got from this video. What was one thing where you were just like, oh, that just clicked right here, Raj, thank you. Or even if there was one thing where you're like, oh, I don't know, I'm not sure. Let me know, drop me a message and tell me what your one insight was. And perhaps there's something else I can send you afterwards, a follow-up. So for now, enjoy and play, be creative, get present, set your direction, and then just go. And then you'll see so many things changing.